Okay, guys. Sorry, I was getting some coffee. Let me know if you are ready to go in the chat. I see people jumping in, so let me know that you can see and hear me. We got some good stuff to talk about today. We're going to talk about lead magnets, which is for some people super boring. For me, this is the crux of building a business. This is what it's all about: is building that email list. So just give me something in the chat. Are you already building an email list, and do you already have at least one lead magnet? Yes or no? If no, if you don't know what a lead magnet is, let me know too. That's fine too. Because I want to see kind of where you're at. We're going to talk through the 3 best types of lead magnets today and how to think about building one like that will actually work. I'm going to show you some examples as well of ones that really perform well that I think are great. So be super practical, and then we can open it up as always for questions about your lead magnets or lead magnets in general. So I see Nathan, I see Zan the man who was here 3 hours early. Crazy. The helpful expert is here. Simple option trading. Crevis is here. Christopher is always here. Cool. Nathan says perfect timing. I'm finishing up my first lead magnet. Christoph says 8,000 emails, but no lead magnets, all customers via paid ads. Okay. Well, then in essence, your ads are leading to a sale, which is building a list. What you want to be doing is building a list as well organically so that you don't have to rely on paid ads. That's what a lead magnet will do for you. Helpful expat is finishing my first. Awesome. Okay, cool. And Crevis says, I think I have way too many lead magnets and way too complicated list, but 55,000 subs though. You're doing something right if you have 55,000 people on your email list. So it doesn't have to be perfect. All right, let's do this. Before we dive in, I want to give you a gift as always. Got something new for you today. I want to give you some headlines that convert. So 5 of my favorite high converting headline templates that you can use. Think about this with your lead magnets when you have an opt-in page, when people are opting in for the lead magnet, what will push them over the edge to actually put in their email address, make it super juicy. Download this. It's free. GrahamCochran.com/headlines. There's 5 of them that work really, really well. Just pick one of these 5 to be the headline or the formula for your headline for your opt-in page or pages. It'll work great. It'll also work great for sales pages as well. But 5 high converting headline templates. This will be perfect for your lead magnet opt-ins. Okay, links below. Grab it at any point during the show. Okay, let's do this. All right, so let's talk about lead magnets. I'm not going to explain why you need one. You need one. You want to be building a list. It's so important. We're going to just dive into what makes an effective lead magnet. And there's 3 things that make an effective lead magnet. And then I'm going to share with you the 3 best types of lead magnets, in my opinion, that I've seen working really, really well. The number one thing you got to understand about lead magnets is, before I get into what makes it effective, is just because it's free doesn't mean that people will download it. Just because you're giving something away for free doesn't mean people are going to give you their email address for it. Free is not good enough, right? And you know this. There's a lot of crappy free stuff out there. And everyone's smart now. They don't want more email, especially if it's not good. So you can't just say, oh, well, I made a free guide. I made a free video. I made a free something, and I'm telling people to download it. It has to be freaking amazing. Now, it doesn't mean it has to be long or in depth. That's not what I'm saying at all. In fact, that might get in the way of it being freaking amazing. But it has to, number one, here's the number one thing an effective lead magnet has to do. It has to create a quick win or a desired result. It has to create a quick win or a desired result. Basically, think about what would be irresistible to your audience, where they would feel stupid not just downloading it. It's free. And it's exactly what I know I need, right? The online courses, memberships, coaching, they will produce a desired result, but they take time, right? It takes time to dive into the course, takes time to apply the thing. What could you do to give your audience a quick win? What did I just give you? 5 high converting headline templates that you can use right now for your lead magnets. Oh, does that give you a quick win? Yeah, it does. Just open it up. There's 5 templates for headlines. Just copy one. Use one of the formulas. Done. Does it give you a desired result? Yes, it helps you create more opt-ins for your lead magnets. Is this irresistible to you? Probably, unless you just hate growing an email list and hate free money from your awesome list. So you see how I'm using that? That was a great lead magnet example for me and you. This is a little meta, it's a little deep, but this is kind of what I'm teaching you. So the great thing is with lead magnets, you don't have to teach them everything. You don't have to give them everything. In fact, that doesn't work well. Just create a quick win for them. So this is the hardest part of a lead magnet, and you're going to have to think. We don't have to do it all today, but sit down when you have 10, 15 minutes and try to outline what are some quick wins I could give my audience. Like what quick problem could I solve, or what light bulb could I turn on for them? And they're like, oh, that's how that works. Again, it doesn't have to get them the result instantly, because some things take time, but it could give them the instant light bulb of, oh, that's the secret. That's how that works, right? So, for example, let me think of another one. I have a lead magnet on the Recording Revolution business of mine that is the 7 EQ, right? It's a little guide. EQ is a certain tool when you're mixing and producing music, and I'm sharing 7 secrets for EQ. You download it because EQ is one of those things that people get wrong, and they know it screws up their mix, and they want to know what those 7 secrets are. By downloading my guide and reading it, it doesn't make your music sound instantly better. It doesn't even mean you're going to be able to EQ your mix better instantly, but it does reveal to you instantly the 7 secrets or the 7 mistakes that people make. And that way you instantly know, oh, yes, that's what I'm doing wrong. That is generating a quick win, right? They don't have to read a book. They don't have to take a course to get them a quick win. Because all you're trying to do is convince them to give you their email address, and all they want is answers quickly. So create a quick win or desired result. Number 2, clearly states the benefits of your solution, not the features. So if you download the lead magnet that I'm offering you, my 5 high converting email templates, right? You're going to see that those headline templates aren't focused on features, they're focused on benefits. So if you want to convince someone to give you their email address or buy a product or hire you as a coach, doesn't matter what it is you're trying to convince them to do, you cannot lead with features, because people don't buy features, they buy benefits. Just like with a car, nobody buys a car for the gas mileage. They justify their purchase by saying, oh, well, it gets good gas mileage. Oh, well, it's super reliable. They really buy a car that makes them feel a certain way or gives them a certain status, right? For some people, that status might be a luxury car. Oh, I want to buy a BMW because it makes me look successful when people see me driving in it. Ironically, if you're a mother of children, you may not want to drive a BMW because you might feel judged by the other mom. So you might want to drive a minivan of some kind, because then you get a different kind of status. Oh, she's a good mom. She is a safe, reliable, practical family vehicle. Same internal desire. They want status. It's just a different type of status. So when you sell a car, you sell the status. You sell the desire that people have. You don't sell the features, right? A good example of this is BMW. When they sell their cars, they lead off with the benefits. You're going to look powerful. You're going to drive fast. You're going to look impressive. It's the ultimate driving machine. But when Chrysler is trying to sell their Pacifica minivan, they've had whole commercial packages with people playing like the typical dad. And like, oh, I'm just a typical dad. I'm a goofy dad, but I'm a good dad because I have a minivan. Same thing with a mom. I'm just a typical mom. They show moms and dads. And so other moms and dads are like, oh, yeah, I want to be a good mom or dad. I want to have a super high-tech minivan that's safe for my family. It's practical. They're selling the image of whatever status that person wants. So for you with your lead magnet, you do have to sell a little bit. It just can be a line or two. It's not hard selling, but it's like, look, why should they download this thing? Don't justify it by the features. Well, you're going to get 3 videos. You're going to get this. Nobody cares about that. They care about, what is this going to do for me? So lead off with the benefits, not the features. And then number 3, it can't be vague. It can't be vague. Again, going back to the first one, it has to be very specific to generate a quick win. I literally saw this lead magnet years ago, so I use it as an example. It says, discovering your greatness one day at a time. It's like an ebook or something. What the heck does that even mean? What is discovering your greatness? If it was, I don't know what kind of lead magnet it's supposed to be or what kind of brand it was anymore, but if it was like a self-development, like, life coaching kind of site, which generally suffers from vague ambiguity, woo-woo crap. I'm not saying that life coaches are crap. I'm just saying if you want to be a successful life coach, be specific about what you offer. I would rather them have a lead magnet that says something like the 3 questions that will unlock your happiness in 60 seconds. Ooh, I want to be happy in 60 seconds, right? And there's 3 questions I should ask. It's very specific. That's not vague. That might be better. I don't know what those questions would be, but that sounds juicy to me. Make sense? Okay, so those are the 3 elements you need. A quick win. It has to create a quick win. It has to clearly state the benefit of the solution, not the features, and it can't be vague. Now, let me give you the 3 best types of lead magnets. There's lots of different kinds, right? But the 3 types that I think crush the best, I'll share with you right now. Number 1 are just PDFs. I don't care how many people say that these are dated or, everyone's doing it, but checklists, cheat sheets, short guides, these things crush. Why? Because they're so easy to digest. Nobody has time to read an ebook. So do not offer an ebook for your lead magnet, because guess what? Nobody has time to read books. That's not valuable to people. That's you thinking, oh, I got to make it this big, juicy things to convince them to download it. So it's a whole book. It's the opposite of what you want to do. Make it shorter. Give them a cheat sheet. Give them a checklist. Give them something super short that answers their burning desire question, gets them a quick win. So simple PDFs, write them in a free Google Doc, export it as a PDF. Done. So fast. Quizzes. Quizzes work so well. Why? Because we're narcissists. We want to know ourselves. And so we want to be asked questions about ourselves. So if you can have a few simple questions that help them sort of self-select into one of 3 or 4 or 5 avatars that you've figured out, like your typical, what's your personality type basically, but for the target or niche that you're in, there's a lot of ways you can do quizzes, but people want to fill them out instantly because they want to answer questions instantly. And then you just ask for their email address at the end for them to be sent the results of the quiz, right? So just get them to start answering the quiz questions right away. And, and tell them it's short, like 60 seconds. And then I'm going to send you personalized results. And they have to type in their email address to get the personalized results and then action steps of what to do. That's super helpful because it's very personalized. So quizzes work well. And then number 3, an exclusive video training, right? One simple video, like a masterclass or a video workshop that's short, to the point, and focused on one thing. This is like a step above the PDF because it's a little more time consuming to watch. But if it focuses on getting them a quick win, like your super fans, the people who are super serious, they will opt in to watch this workshop because they want to know the answer. Even if they don't have time to watch it right now, they might opt in because if it's a juicy enough, I have to have this, they'll opt in and they may not watch it. They'll watch it later. But you can really then have powerful depth with that person because now they've spent 45 minutes with you or 30 minutes with you on a masterclass. Super, super powerful. And then they're going to be more likely to buy something. So PDFs, quizzes, and an exclusive short, to the point, focused video. Tracking with me? All right. What I'm going to do real quick is show you a few examples of real lead magnets that are out there that I know convert well because I either know these people personally or I've seen them talk about their numbers. And I also think that they're brilliant from the outside looking in. So let me just share my screen real quick. So here's one from my friend Jordan Valeriot. He runs Hardcore Music Studio. Okay. This is his mixing cheat sheet. So he teaches musicians how to do a specific skill, mixing their music. It's the post-production part of music creation, right? So think about Photoshop for photos. He teaches them how to do this for music. And specifically, his niche is hardcore music. So rock, heavy metal, all that kind of stuff. So he just has a cheat sheet. Learn the go-to starting points for EQ and compression and heavy mixes. Stop guessing. Use these tried and true settings as a starting point to create more impact, clarity, and punch in your mixes. And then he's got a visual right here, right? You can't really read, but you're like, oh, I can kind of tell. It's like for vocals, do this. For guitar, do this. That looks super simple, right? That looks quick. That looks like something I might print out and keep on my desk. The next time I go to make a song, I'll just reference that because it's the answers super quick. Do you know that Jordan, this was his first ever lead magnet? The dude in 6 months built an email list of 9,000 people with this lead magnet. And I know because he came to me, I was one of his first affiliates 5 years ago. And I was like, how the heck did you build this list so quickly? It was a combination of paid traffic at the time, but really it was all he was doing was pushing people to this lead magnet. And to this day, this is what he gives out. He has other lead magnets, but he keeps coming back to this one. This is the simplest thing. He even told me a couple of years ago, I was like, I feel bad I haven't updated it, but it just works so well. And you know why it works? Because it's simple, it's to the point, gives them a quick win. Okay, I love that. All right, next. This one's from my buddy, Ivan, okay? He runs a website called Beat Academy, and he teaches musicians who want to do electronic music, dance music, hip hop, R&B. So here is his lead magnet. Produce Grammy-worthy songs on your laptop. Talk about a benefit. And what is he giving? A free guide, how to produce professional beat in 5 simple steps, right? Now he's using Grammy-worthy because he's a Grammy-nominated producer. But A, that's just smart. But B, he knows who his audience is. They're making beats on their laptop. So he's using Grammy-worthy songs, how to produce Grammy-worthy songs, benefit on your laptop. Okay, that's another benefit. It's a sneaky second benefit of I don't have to have a professional studio. I can do this on my laptop because he understands the subtle objection, which is, don't I have to be in a studio to make Grammy-worthy songs, chart-topping songs? No, you can do it on your laptop. So he's really hitting 2 benefits, or one core benefit and obliterating an objection at the same time. And I love how it's like 5 simple steps, produce a professional beat. That's very specific. I'm going to show you how to do one thing only, produce a professional beat. And it's just a PDF, right? This works really, really well for him. Neil Patel. Neil Patel is a genius. I heard him speak a couple years ago at Kajabi's conference, and I followed his material for a long time. He's great at SEO. He's just an SEO genius, right? On his site, he has lots of lead magnets. Here's one that is genius. It's a quiz. How much more traffic should you actually be getting? Are you freaking kidding me? How could any of us online business owners read this headline and not keep reading? It's just a very innocuous question, but it's subtly saying a lot. How much more traffic should you actually be getting? Wait, I should be getting more traffic than I'm currently getting now? Take my traffic quiz and get customized advice that will walk you through how you can get more traffic and rank higher on Google in less than 30 days. Start the quiz. Takes 3 minutes. Again, his emphasis on quick. He's trying to show you that, look, only 3 minutes of your time. Customized advice, how to get more traffic or rank higher in less than 30 days? Are you kidding me? Done. I need it. I want it, right? Okay, my friend Ramit Sethi has been crushing, building his list with this for years, right? Do you know your earning potential? It's the same kind of thing that Neil's doing. Well, I don't. What is my earning potential, right? Because he teaches personal finance. He teaches how to get a raise at your job. He teaches you how to start a business. It's all about making money, becoming more wealthy, right? So take my earning potential quiz and get a custom report based on your unique strengths and discover how to start making extra money in as little as an hour. Oh, it's so good. Like, as a weirdo online business owner, I have man crushes on people that have lead magnets like this. This is so brilliant, and I know for a fact it works for him. Okay? And then we'll do one more. Another one of a good example of some of friends of mine, Six Figure Home Studio. They've changed their brand to be Six Figure Creative. It's an old slide I had, so I'm sorry. I know Brian and Chris, you guys changed the name. The Six Figure Creative. These guys are crushing it. Super, super smart and good people. Okay, so this is an example of a video. Free online masterclass. But the biggest text you see is the 3 most important skills for running a successful recording studio. Okay, at the time, and maybe still today, although they've branched out a little bit, their target market is recording engineers, people like people who have a recording studio who want to make a living doing it, right? And so they're offering the 3 most important skills for running a successful recording studio. Okay, I want to know what those skills are. In this 90-minute workshop, you're going to learn. I love 3 bullets. Always use 3 bullets, 3 to 5. Never 2, never 4, 3 to 5, right? It's magic numbers. Exactly how to find new clients for your studio on demand instead of sitting around waiting for projects to come your way. This is probably the number one thing that most freelancers of any industry want. How do you find clients on demand without sitting and waiting for clients to come your way? Brilliant. Okay. Number 2, my secret for turning strangers into customers without pushy sales tactics. This will actually turn them into your friend. Dude, they are pressing upon a classic objection and fear that we all have. We don't want to push. We don't want to be salesy. We're afraid of, we're so freaking insecure. We're scaredy cats. It's pathetic. But it's a legit need. I don't want to be pushy either. So this is a great benefit. And then number 3, how you can charge a premium and stand out from your competitors by using one simple piece of software. This is so freaking twisted. Okay, this is addressing a desire they have, charging a premium. They stacked it on with the second one. Stand out from your competitors, because we all want to do that, by using one simple piece of software. What are they talking about? Now they've built in curiosity. I have to know, A, I want to know how to do this. B, how does a piece of software allow us to charge a premium and stand out from our competitors? What are they talking about? I have to watch this masterclass now. I don't have time. Literally, if this were me, I don't have 90 minutes today to do this. I have a very full day. I have a lot of live calls. But you know what? I'm going to opt in for this and watch it sometime later. And then even if I don't watch it, guess what? I'm on their list and I'm going to go through their funnel. I'm going to get pitched something awesome. So mission accomplished for them. Okay? Right? Those are 5 awesome freaking examples of lead magnets that I hope are going to get your juices flowing on what's possible. So let's open it up for questions. Let's talk about lead magnets. I want to answer your lead magnet questions. Let's keep it on topic to lead magnets today. And also want to make sure that you get something to help your lead magnets, my 5 high converting headline templates. You can use these to create juicy headlines for your lead magnet opt-in pages like the ones we saw. It's free. Download it. It will help you convert more people into subscribers on your email list. Just click the link below the video at any point. It's juicy. It's simple. I've done the work for you. Okay? Okay. Let's open it up to questions. Amner, those music guys along with Graham totally rock. Yes, they do rock. Thank you. Okay, Crevis. Graham, do you make time-sensitive lead magnets? Or do you always recommend to go for evergreen lead magnets? If you go for time-sensitive, what do you do when time has passed with that video promoting? So you don't really want to do time-sensitive lead magnets for the most part, because that defeats the purpose. You want your content as evergreen. So you want the lead magnet to be evergreen because your funnel is evergreen and your product is evergreen. You want it to always work for you. Now, sometimes I might be promoting on a YouTube video, let's say a free workshop that I'm doing coming up, or a live webinar or challenge or something like that. And there's an opt-in and there's a time-sensitive thing. Those I choose to make the lead magnet during that season because I really want people to come. And then what I have to do is turn that page into a waiting list, or I make it another lead magnet, like, oh, you missed the live event, but hey, here's a sample. Here's like some of my favorite headlines that you can use for your lead magnets as my gift to you. Opt in here. So I just turn it into a different lead magnet landing page after the time is passed. Zan the man. Graham, how are you doing? I'm doing great. A little bit of a cold, but I'm on the other side of it. I just sound worse than I am. You mentioned a video training today. You mentioned a video training video. How long? 30 to 45 minutes. And what about a 3-day challenge? Yeah, for a video masterclass, I prefer a 30 to 45-minute training. But what you secretly want to do if you're going to do a video masterclass is pitch your product on the back half of it. So think of it as a webinar. So in reality, it might be 90 minutes or it might be 60 minutes. 30 to 45 will be the teaching, 15 to 30 will be the pitch, depending on how long of a pitch and how expensive it is or how many testimonials you have. That way, somebody could opt in for your lead magnet, get value instantly, build rapport with you instantly. And then that same day, day 0, they could be pitched a product and buy. I do this with my passive income workshop. It's a free workshop. It's about 45 minutes of teaching. And then there's a pitch for my course. 3-day challenge. So I haven't done challenges. I'm learning about challenges right now. From what I gather, 5 to 7 days are the sweet spot for challenges. So I can't really speak to that yet, but challenges can work well for lead magnets. Freeman Music. I have one lead magnet, 230 people on my email list, 600 subs on YouTube, but I don't get any reviews except thank you for the guide. It's great. How do I get reviews for my guide to know if it's good? I don't worry about reviews, honestly. You know it's good if people opt in for it. So just like what I would look at, Freeman, is how many unique viewers a month come to your channel and watch your videos, right? Look in your YouTube analytics, your YouTube studio, how many people watch your videos each month. Not how many views, but how many people. And then see if you can convert 5% of those people a month to your email list. That would be a goal to shoot for. That's how you know if it's good. This sounds cold, but I don't honestly care if my lead magnet is good. I care that it's juicy enough to get them to want to download it. Now I know it's good because I'm going to give them something that will really help them, but the goal for you is to grow the list. Good combo with yesterday's video on what kinds of emails to send. Yeah, I thought it would be good. So your question is, how many lead magnets do you suggest? Some people have tons everywhere. Seems hard to keep track of and manage the subs at the back end. Yeah, great question. You just need one good lead magnet. Just need one good lead magnet. So just focus on one for now. And then what I do is like the one main lead magnet should work for your target audience across the board. And then what I do is sometimes I'll be making a video and I'll be thinking, dude, it would be really cool. Like today's lead magnet, the 5 high converting headlines, is a brand new lead magnet that we came up with just for today. Because we're thinking about what would be a great lead magnet for today's live. And we were like, wouldn't it be awesome if we're talking about lead magnets, we could just give them 5 of the best headlines that they could put on their opt-in page? Yeah, that'd be cool. Let's put that together. So sometimes I'll put together a lead magnet based off the content I'm doing, and that inspires it. And then now I have that lead magnet in my toolbox. So if I'm ever doing any kind of like headline training or sales copy training, I can promote that lead magnet if I want to. But I don't like making lots of lead magnets for the sake of making lead magnets. I try to have one core lead magnet, and then if you get creative and want to make new ones, go for it. I have different lead magnets for my 4 mini courses. Should I push and promote all of my lead magnets, or should I focus on the lead magnet for the best selling mini course? I would do the best selling course, like 80-20 your business. Like put 80% of your effort on the 20% of your products or funnels that generate 80% of your results, right? That maybe sounded like a lot. But if you have one of those lead magnets that's the best seller, then just focus on that because you know it's going to sell better. Oh, good question. Zan says, do you highly recommend we have an offer on the thank you page like you have with all your lead magnets? Yes. So the thank you page strategy is one of the most powerful things you could do. Let's think about this for a second. I've talked about this before, but let's talk about it here because it's a great question, Zan. People say, okay, if somebody opts in for my email list, there's no guarantee they're going to open any of my emails. And open rates, a good open rate is 40% or 50%. That means most people aren't opening my emails. So how's my funnel going to convert if people don't open my emails? Well, first of all, you don't need everyone to open your email to make a good living. But second of all, let's take that objection and let's embrace it. What is the one thing that you know that every single one of your email subscribers is going to see? The thank you page after opting into your list, right? The confirmation page, the you've been subscribed page, the here's your free thing page, however you do it. 100% of your email subscribers will see that page. So it's the most valuable real estate you have. So why not offer them something on that thank you page? And there are a few things you can offer. Number one, if you have coaching, you could offer a form on that page for them to schedule a 20-minute discovery call to potentially be a coaching client of yours to get some one-on-one help. So if you need leads, people download the lead magnet and instantly they see like, hey, want to jump on a free 20-minute call with me and see if I can help you? Book a 20-minute discovery call. This will be fill your pipeline with potential leads for coaching. That's one thing you could do. Number two, one of my students inside of my community just posted today that she has been putting a webinar on her thank you page, right? Which is another classic example. Someone opts in for your lead magnet. Then you say, hey, I just emailed you your free thing. Check your inbox. In the meantime, I want to give you another goodie. I have a whole free masterclass you should come to where I'm going to teach you this, this, and this. So this is combining lead magnets. Now you're giving them maybe a PDF. And when they opt in for that PDF on the thank you page, you offer them a free webinar that they can come to where they're going to get tons of good training. And you're going to pitch them on that webinar. I've been doing this for years. It works really, really well. Or you can just offer them a low ticket, or some people call it tripwire offer. So they opted in. You know that you've got their email address now. You know that they're moving from a lurker to like a fan that really wants to dive in a little bit deeper. Offer them a highly discounted product. So this could be anywhere from like $7 to $50, where it could be a mini course or some kind of training that they're getting super low price. And you tell them, look, this is an offer. It's just like 90% off or 80% off. And it's a no-brainer price. Here's what you're going to get. And that way you turn your subscriber into a buyer at a low price, and then you can upsell them and move them into one of your higher price courses down the road. But this is a great way to make instant money on the thank you page. So those are just 3 options of what to do on the thank you page. But yes, I would have something on the thank you page. It is the best real estate you can have. Stephanie says, I'm a huge fan of the challenge as a lead magnet. My challenge is my best performer now. I think a challenge is probably best for people with an audience or who can get in front of other audiences. Yes, Stephanie, I'd love to know more about your challenge, or maybe just link to it so we can check out your challenge lead magnet. I see a lot of people doing challenges now. I'm studying them right now, but I can see them being a great lead magnet as well. Typically, challenges that when done best are done live, but I could see that you could do an evergreen one as well, and I bet it'd be super valuable for people. It functionally would, in my mind, operate like taking webinar content and dripping it out over a few days, and then it leads to a pitch. I like that. Tim, if you create a quiz as a lead magnet, would you show the results before or after letting them submit their email address? Oh, after. After. Yeah. Don't show them the results without them opting in for it. That's what they're opting in for, is the results. So let them take the quiz immediately so they see how juicy it is. And then they have to give you their email address to get the results emailed to them. Freeman says, in my YouTube statistics, I see that half of the people who watch my videos till the end turn off my videos when I start talking about my lead magnets. Is that normal? Yes. So make sure you talk about your lead magnets at the beginning as well. That way that they get it right at the beginning, because that's where you see the biggest drop off, is right after the beginning. And then put it in the description, at the top of your description, put it in a pinned comment, put it in the cards, put it in the end screen, put it everywhere. Christopher, what's up, brother? Do you like to use the 3 benefit system on your opt-in pages, or just keep it simple with a message at the bottom to incentivize them? I've done both. I think you don't need the 3 bullets, but if you're going to do a masterclass or a video, I think the 3 bullets are a really great idea, actually. Like, I really love what Brian Hood and Chris Graham are doing with that 90-minute masterclass example that I showed. Nathan, I just answered this. Beginning, middle, or end, all three. Beginning is great, end is great, and then if you can do it in the middle, that's great as well. I do it at the beginning and end. Do the daring do. I love that name. In Kajabi, are you able to send people down two different email funnels from two or more lead magnets that pitch different products in each funnel, or must it all be one big funnel? You can have as many different funnels as you want. Yeah. So in Kajabi, all you're doing is you could create all the different email sequences, is what they'll call it in Kajabi. And then you just set up the automations for that. If they opt into this lead magnet, subscribe them to this email sequence that will go down and add value and pitch this product. If they opt into this lead magnet, then subscribe them to this email sequence or vice versa. It can all be done with multiple funnels. You do not have to have one big funnel. Armagon Consulting says, want to say thanks. I launched online this past July with your online free content helping. I felt I had no choice but to support you by using your link with Kajabi. Thanks again. Hey, thank you so much. That really helps and it means a ton. I'm super excited for you. Congratulations. Scott Guitarist says, I have a free 4-week course for absolute beginners with an email sequence, giving them lots of stuff for a week and a pitch at the end. Is 4 weeks too much to give away? It is. Here's why. If you sell them or you give them a 4-week free course, but then you're pitching them in that first week, they're going to probably not buy because they're going to wait for 3 more weeks of the free course to see if they can get results first. So wouldn't it make more sense to give them something that they take really quickly? Like to Stephanie's point, if you did a challenge as a lead magnet, take the 4-week course for beginners and make it a 5-day challenge for beginners or a webinar for beginners where they can learn something in the next day or two and implement it right away. And then you pitch something like that fills in the gaps that the free stuff doesn't or takes them to the next level. Like otherwise you're like sort of shooting yourself in the foot by not giving them a reason to buy your stuff if they still have 3 more weeks of a free course, right? 4 weeks is just too long. Like you want to pitch them within the first few days. So don't put in their mind that they have to wait 4 weeks to get results and then they might consider buying something. Stephanie's talking to Zam, but I'm going to pull this up. She does 5 days. This is for her 5-day challenge. 5 days of emails with 1 hour daily of live coaching, and I send replays. Very cool. Freeman says, what email opening percentage is good in your opinion? Okay, great question, because this is changing. I would have said 30 to 40% is your goal, is your target. But now with iOS 15 and the new Mac OS, if you followed the news there, Apple has changed it so anyone who uses Apple Mail, either on their iPhone or on their Mac, the way Apple Mail is doing their pixels or their cookies, they are basically saying every email they're considering it opened, even if you don't open it. So they're reporting back to your email marketing platform like Kajabi or MailChimp or ConvertKit that the email opened when in fact it may not have opened, or it may have, we don't know. And what that means is that's going to inflate your open rates. And I've seen it. I've seen my open rates on average jump from 32, 33% to 40% like in 1 week when this change happened. Now, this doesn't apply to all email clients, just people who use Apple Mail or on their phone or their Mac, which from what I've read is about 31% of all people use Apple Mail for their mail client, which is kind of crazy to me. I hate Apple Mail, even on the iPhone. Just use Gmail, people. But the point is that now open rates are becoming less and less useful as an indicator of whether your email is working. Click rates will always be useful. So that's what you want to look for sure. Hair by Chris Becks. I've been watching your videos nonstop. I can't wait to start my online course next year. Thanks for all your help. Yeah, I'm pumped. I got some good stuff coming for you in the new year too to help you out as well. I'm excited for that. Zan says, should we utilize Kajabi pipelines for all of our lead magnets? You don't have to. So all a pipeline is in Kajabi is just pre-built landing pages, emails, and automations. It's just sort of like a shortcut. You can build them all by hand. Just go to the landing pages section or the forms section. But I like the pipelines because it just does the work for you and it's a little bit easier. But a pipeline isn't anything special. It's just those components pre-built for you and categorized, if that makes sense. Good question. And Amner says, do you prefer one big funnel or different funnels for different lead magnets? I prefer one big funnel because I'm lazy and because functionally I want them all to buy the same product. But if you have very different products and you're trying to really segment your list, it would make sense to have different funnels for those things. I just feel like it's unnecessarily complex, and I would need to have a good enough reason to make it more complex. AKA, I think I would make a lot more money if I made it more complex. So it just depends on your situation. It really, really does. Now, to be fair, if you have like a low ticket or tripwire product on your thank you page, you probably want to have a separate funnel or a separate version of your funnel that if they buy that, then you probably don't want to have them go through the normal funnel because they just bought something. Let them get some results for a few days with that thing, and then pitch your other stuff or upgrade them into your main product. So I would clone your funnel, your email sequence, and make it slightly different whether they buy that tripwire product or not. But it really is up to you. So just think it through logically from the user perspective and what makes sense for you, but don't make your business any more complex than it needs to be. Freeman says, are there going to be any Black Friday discounts for Automatic Income Academy Platinum? No, it's already discounted. It's about a fourth of the price it should be. So I don't do discounts. So sorry about that. Oh, Antoine, getting ready for the 6-figure community call. Yeah, we're going to go live in about 15 minutes for my membership. About people tuning out when you pitch your lead magnet at the end, just make sure to make a seamless transition. Don't say, that's it, guys, and then pitch. Yeah, Antoine's, he's a king at this. And one lead magnet that was worked well for Antoine is he gives away a mini course, which functionally to me is the same value proposition as the video masterclass. But he does a really good job of giving them a mini course, like a couple of modules from his flagship course. He brands it as its own mini course. And inside that course, he gives them a limited time discount to upgrade to the full course. And that works really well for him. And I think I'm glad you brought this up, Antoine. When you're pitching your lead magnet, it should be the most natural thing ever. Why? Because it's a relevant free gift. Look at what I did today. I said, hey, we're going to talk about lead magnets. I'm going to show you how to create awesome lead magnets. By the way, I want to help you with your lead magnets. Why don't you download my 5 high converting headline templates? See how natural that lead magnet pitch was? Just go to grahamcochran.com/headlines or click the link below. So very natural. Like it's part of the content. Like you weave it in. Some people call lead magnets a content upgrade. And that's a great way to think about it. It's like, hey, let me help you with what we're talking about today. This other thing will help you get better results. And then Nathan says about the thank you pay strategy. If you don't have a product to pitch yet, would it be cool to simply over deliver, just offer a workshop or webinar with no pitch at the end? Over delivers are always cool. I wouldn't do a workshop or a webinar with no pitch at the end. I just think it's not a good use of your time. If you don't have a product to pitch or coaching pipeline to fill or a webinar that has a product that pitches at the end, I would say, here's what I would say to do. I would say have a survey that asks them a few simple questions, not necessarily a quiz, but a survey to find out what their biggest challenge and frustration is right now, their biggest goal and desire and dream in the next 90 days, their topic or niche, so you can best serve them. And it could be like, hey, I want to make sure I'm helping you out. Let me know what kind of content I should make to help you out next. Fill out this quick survey. You're going to get a lot of survey results that will auto-populate, a Google Doc for you or a Typeform document for you or SurveyMonkey form for you or whatever that will give you tons of content and product ideas. So take advantage of the fact that they're going to all be there and, maybe half of them will fill out the survey. That'd be amazing. Give you tons of good content ideas. Okay, awesome. Great questions. If you missed the beginning of this whole training, I gave you all the goodies, so go back and watch the replay. And as a final reminder, to make it meta, to help you with your lead magnets, I want to give you 5 headline templates that just work really, really well. So you can just grab these formulas, slap them on the front of your opt-in page, and it'll make it more juicy. It'll help you think about how to make your lead magnet more juicy, or at least present it in a way that's more juicy so people actually opt in. Click the link below. It's free. It's awesome. This is what we're doing on our lead magnets. It'll help you. Okay. I got to go drink more coffee. I'm going to hang out with more of my students in my community. So hope you have an amazing day. Thanks for hanging out with me today. You guys are awesome. I'll see you. I won't see you live next week because I'll be traveling with family, but content coming out later this week, next week, a lot of goodies happening. So do not miss it. Take advantage of all that I'm giving you. And we'll see you on a live in 2 weeks.